Hello everyone. Today we will discuss Ascaris and Lumbricoides. Ascaris, Lumbricoides. So they are the parasite. So the Ascaris and Lumbricoides, the phylum Nematoda. Phylum Nematoda. Class Phasmidia. Class Phasmidium. Next one, the Ascaris Lumbricoides, also commonly called as roundworm. Is also commonly called as roundworm. The Ascaris lumbricoides is also commonly called as roundworm. Next one, so it is a monogenetic parasite. It is a monogenetic parasite. Monogenetic parasite. So it is a monogenetic parasite. Monogenetic parasite means it contains single host. It contains single host. So these are the monogenetic parasite. Next one, it is a enteric parasite. It is a enteric parasite. Enteric parasite. Enteric parasite means, so these are living in intestine. They are living in a small intestine. So the enteric means the intestine. They are living in intestine. So they are living in small intestine. So the human body, they are living in small intestine. So monogenetic parasite, that parasite man. Man is the host of the Ascaris lumbricoides. Ascaris lumbricoides is a parasite. So the only monogenetic means they contain only single host. That host man. So they are living in small intestine of man. These are living small intestine of man. Small intestine of man. So they are living in the small intestine of man. Next one, so they are the cosmopolitan parasite. Cosmopolitan means, so they are all the world. So they are presenting in the all countries. Next one, so they are the majorly they causing to the children's. Next one, so they are the infective stage. The Ascaris lumbricoides infective stage. So they are the second stage rhabdoidiform larva. Second stage rhabdoidiform larva. Rhabdoidiform larva. The infective stage is the second stage. Rhabdoidiform larva is the infective stage of the Ascaris lumbricoides. So the Ascaris lumbricoides, the infective stage. The infective stage is the second stage rhabdoidiform larva. So the in this Ascaris life cycle, they contain different stages of the larvas. First stage rhabdoidiform larva, second stage rhabdoidiform larva, third stage larva, fourth stage larva, final young ones. So in this all these stages, only second stage rhabdoidiform larva is the infective stage of the Ascaris lumbricoides. Next one, so they are the causing through the contaminated food and water. So the Ascaris lumbricoides causing through the contaminated food and water. Contaminated food and water. So they are transferred from the one person to another person. They are causing to the human beings contaminated food and water. So they are the spreading from the human beings. Next one, so the Ascaris lumbricoides structure. So they are the male and females are the separated. So they are the male and females are the separated. Male and females are the separated. And the Ascaris are the dioecious. They are the dimorphic. Dimorphic means it looks like see the Ascaris. So they are identify the male organism. So they are the female organism. Identify the male or female organisms. So they are called as dimorphic. So they are the dioecious. Next one, dimorphic. Next one, the Ascaris lumbricoides is a the long spherical structure. It is a long and spherical structures. Spherical structures. Long and spherical structure. Next one, the anterior side of the Oscaris contain mouth. Anterior side of the Oscaris contain mouth. They contain mouth. Next one, the mouth is surrounded by the 3 chitinous lips. Mouth surrounded by 3 chitinous lips. The mouth is surrounded by the 3 chitinous lips. Next one, the mouth, below the mouth they contain a pore. They are called as excretory pore. Below the mouth contain excretory pore. Below the mouth they contain a hole. That hole is called as excretory pore. Next one, a male structure. First one, a male Oscaris. See the diagram, the male Oscaris. So they are the male Oscaris. So they are called as mouth. Below the mouth they contain a hole. That hole is called as excretory pore. Excretory pore. So the male Oscaris, the tail is curved. The male Oscaris tail is curved. The male Oscaris tail is curved. Next one, the tail region, the posterior side of the Oscaris, they contain a hole. They contain a aperture. So they are called as copulatory. They are the copulatory apertures. They are called as copulatory apertures. They contain a spicules, a pair of spicules. So they are the cloacal aperture. The posterior side of the tail, the tail region contain hole is called cloacal aperture. Is called as cloacal aperture. The cloacal aperture contains the equal sized, a pair of equal sized spicules is presenting. A pair of equal sized spicules. So these spicules is called as copulatory spicules. They contain a pair of equal side spicules is presenting. These spicules is called as copulatory spicules. The cloacal aperture contain a pair of equal copulatory spicules is present. Copulatory spicules is present. A pair of equal sized copulatory spicules is present. So these copulatory spicules helps from the copulatory spicules helps transfer sperms in copulation time. They transfer to the sperms into the female vagina. So they are the male ascaris. So the male ascaris is a long and spherical structure. The anterior side contain mouth. The below the mouth they contain a excretory pore or excretory aperture. The posterior side the tail is curved. The curved region they contain a hole. That aperture is called as cloacal aperture. The aperture is called as cloacal aperture. Next one, so the cloacal aperture they contain a pair of spicules. These spicules is called as copulatory spicules. The spicules is called as copulatory spicules. So these copulatory spicules they helps from the transfer the sperms into the female vagina in the copulation time. They are the copulation time. So they are the male ascaris. So these are the male. Next one, female. Female ascaris. So the female ascaris is a striated tail. Tail is striated. The tail is striated. The ascaris, the female ascaris, the tail is striated. So the tail is striated. So they are called as mouth. So in this region they present the excretory pore. So these are the tail. So they are the striated tail. The female ascaris, the tail is striated. So they identify the male and female organisms. The male organisms are the curved tail. So the female organisms are the striated tail. So looks like they see the identify the male and female organisms. The female organisms are the striated tail. The male organisms are the curved tail. Next one, the posterior side, the tail region they contain a aperture. So these are called as anus. The posterior side of the tail they contain a tail region contain a aperture is called as anus. Tail region contain aperture is called anus. The tail region containing aperture, the aperture is called as anus. Next one, so in the 1/3 region of the mouth they contain a female external genitalia. Female external genitalia. Female external genitalia. Female external genitalia they contain female external genitalia they presenting on the 1/3 of the mouth. 1/3 of the mouth they contain female external genitalia. 1/3 of the mouth they contain a female external genitalia. So they are called as ulva. It's called as ulva. So these are the male and female ascaris. So they are the male ascaris. So these are the female ascaris. Female ascaris. Male and female ascaris. So they are the structure of the male and female ascaris. Next one. So the ascaris eggs are called marmorated eggs. Just structure of the ascaris egg. In the human being small intestine, so the male and female ascaris, their two is copulation. Copulation means the involving of the sexual participation. The male and female organisms are the involving sex. So the for female ascaris per day releasing 2 lakhs eggs. The female ascaris per day releasing 2 2 lakhs eggs. So these eggs are called as marmorated eggs. These eggs are called as marmorated eggs. So marmorated eggs. Marmorated eggs means, so these eggs are covered by the protein coat with rippled surfaces. The eggs are covered by the protein coat with rippled surfaces. So the Ascaris eggs called marmorated eggs. So Ascaris eggs are called as marmorated eggs because of that eggs are covered by the protein coat with rippled surfaces. So the Ascaris egg are called the marmorated eggs. See the structure of the egg. So these are the nucleus, so these are the lipid layer. Lipid layer. So these are the nucleus. Nucleus. Next one, they are the cytoplasm. They are the cytoplasm. Cytoplasm. Next one, the lipid layer is surrounded by the chitinous cell. So these are the chitinous cell. Chitinous cell. So the chitinous cell is covered by the protein coat. So these are the protein coat, protein layer. So the protein layer, they contain a rippled surfaces, contain rippled surface. So they are the rippled surface. Rippled surface. So these are the Ascaris egg. So this egg is called as marmorated egg. Marmorated egg. So the 2 marks question, very important. The Ascaris egg is called as marmorated egg. Why? Ascaris egg is called marmorated egg. Why? So the answer, the Ascaris egg is called as marmorated egg because of the egg is covered by the protein coat with rippled surface. Protein coat with rippled surfaces. So the Ascaris egg is called as marmorated egg. Marmorated egg means the eggs are covered by the protein coat with rippled surfaces. So the eggs are called as marmorated eggs. The eggs are called as marmorated eggs. So the per day releasing 2 lakhs eggs per day releasing in one female Ascaris. One female Ascaris per day releasing 2 lakhs eggs. So these eggs are called as marmorated eggs. Next class we will discuss life cycle of Ascaris lumbricoides.